In this video, we are going to review the cross multiplication method to solve proportions. The directions say, solve for x, use the cross multiplication method. You must show your work to earn full credit. You may use a calculator. And there's a link, so I'll click the link to open it and just have it ready in a new tab. Next, I'm going to get rid of the question details so I have some more room. And if I need to move anything around, I can using this hand tool. So I'm ready to begin. Let's go ahead and read the steps. So these are the steps for solving a proportion using cross multiplication. Number 1 asks us, is this a proportion? So the reason why I gave you step 1 is because I want you to start recognizing when it is appropriate to use the cross multiplication method. So you need to use this for a proportion. So a proportion is when you have two equal fractions. So something we should look for is an equal sign. Also, we should see, is there a missing variable? If there's an equal sign in between the two fractions and there's a missing variable, this is a situation where we can apply the cross multiplication method. So now that we've confirmed it's a proportion, we're ready to actually use the method. So we're going to cross multiply or record the cross products. Remember that a product is the result of multiplying. So now what I'm going to do, just like in the pictures how there's parentheses, I'm going to draw in the parentheses. So I'll have a set of parentheses on this side of the equal sign, and then I'll have a set of parentheses on this side of the equal sign. And I'm using parentheses because when there's nothing in between the parentheses, that parentheses means multiplication, when you see no symbol in between. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is grab a new color, and I'm going to multiply the 1.5 by the x. So I'm multiplying diagonally. And traditionally we put the number in front of the variable. So it looks like this. We write 1.5x, not x 1.5. Then I multiply diagonally, and I place that in these parentheses. So 5.4 multiplied by 9.2. When you get to the actual multiplication, we can use the calculator. So 5.4 times 9.2, we get 49.68. 49.68. So we just completed step 2. We got our cross products. Now we're ready to divide both sides by the coefficient. Well, the coefficient is the number being multiplied by the variable. So the coefficient in this case is the 1.5. The 1.5 is being multiplied by x. And the inverse of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide both sides by the 1.5. On the left, 1.5 divided by 1.5 gives you 1. So we're left with 1x, which is the same thing as x. And then over here, we can use our calculator to divide this. We already have the 49.68, so that's the previous answer. So I'm going to just click ANS, which means the previous answer, and it pulls that answer down here. And then I'm going to divide it by that 1.5, that coefficient. And I get 33.12. 33.12, and that's my answer. If you want to check your work, well, the idea is that if we solve this properly, 5.4 divided by 33.12, that fraction should be equal to 1.5 divided by 9.2. So I'm just going to show you really quick that 5.4 divided by, well, the 33.12 was the previous answer, so I'll just pull it. And then that should be the same as 1.5 divided by 9.2. 1.5 divided by 9.2, and they're the same. So that's a way that you can check your work. So we just checked our work, and we found that 33.12 is the solution. X does equal 33.12.